Alright, hey, this is actually a serious video. This is my roommate. On January 21st, our house was raided, all because of word of mouth was told that we were trafficking marijuana, that we had pounds and pounds of marijuana in our house, when in reality, we had 8 small plants under the size of 12 inches. That's all. I mean, they came in, they thought they were going to find pounds and pounds. They found 8 plants under 8 inches and some bongs. That's it. No finished product, no scales, nothing. We spent 2 nights with no charge, no shower.
Phone call?
No phone call, nothing. Our rights were taken away from us for 2 whole days, and we were not told what we were being held for. And then finally we were being charged after being transferred to county. We found we were being charged with possession. Possession and paraphernalia charge. After all this, that's all they're going to charge us with. This is a serious video because the government has declared war a long time ago on us, and it's time for us to stand up and change this, because we have the power to do that. And if any time, it's now that this needs to happen. I'm going to take some bong rips, and while I'm doing that, he's going to give a brief history of what basically started this whole mess. So, yeah.
Alright, so in 1969, a guy named Dr. Robert DuPont decided he was going to do some urine tests on prisoners going to jail in the D.C. area, and he found that 44% of all prisoners tested positive for heroin. So he decided to open up methadone treatment clinics. And in 1970, Nixon increased the funds for the clinics and found a 41% decrease in burglary in the D.C. area. So in 1971, Nixon decides to declare war on drugs with his drug czar, Jerome Jaffe. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Jaffe. Jerome Jaffe. And this is the only time in history that the majority of the funding for the drug war actually went to treatment rather than law enforcement. And of course that's changed drastically today.
Because we've given out no more treatment, and it's all about incarceration.
It's all about throwing you in jail now. But things went pretty good as far as weed goes at that point. They weren't that crazy on it. In fact, in 1969, Jimmy Carter campaigned on the decriminalization of marijuana because several states had already decriminalized marijuana, and Jimmy Carter wanted a nationwide where under an ounce wasn't a crime, which would be great. I'd flip my shit for that right now. But in the same year, in 1976, some parents found some marijuana at their 13-year-old daughter's birthday party, and decided to write DuPont, which was heading up the drug war at that point. And he changed his stance from pro to against the decriminalization of marijuana, which just really started things going downhill from there. And it got to the point that in 1986, Reagan introduced the minimum mandatory sentencing and gave $97 million to build new prisons, $200 million for drug education, and $241 million for treatment. And since 1980, when things really started getting bad, we've had a 1,200% increase in incarceration in the United States. The United States houses 5% of the world populace, but we have 25% of all prisoners. And that either means we are some bad-ass people, or our government has just lost its way in this drug war, considering that $17 billion dollars have been spent on this war, and millions upon millions of people have already been incarcerated this year alone for most of the time simple non-violent possession. And this is the reason we're making this video, and the reason we're talking about this is the best time since Carter that we actually have a good chance for decriminalization. We're seeing massive media coverage. Already in 3 months we've seen more coverage for normal and MPP and safer than they typically see in a year. So things are going great. This terrible war in Mexico is just another reason
Drug cartel.
Yeah, the drug cartels. 2/3 of their money is coming from the war on drugs.
It's coming from marijuana alone.
From marijuana alone.
2/3. So
Absolutely.
we tax it and we take it out of their hands. That's 2/3 of their input. So
they're crippled, and
they have no reason to be in here. And
that'll give the Mexican government a chance to take their country back from the cartels. But we're going to be posting some links in the column up here on the right.
And the more details, we'll put up some more some great organizations to check out for actually doing this. This is what this video is for. It's for your help.
Absolutely.
It's time for us to stand up and do something about this. I'm in contacts with our local chapter of Normal about doing some internet representation, doing some just getting people educated, and that's what this is about. It's time for people to be educated and not ignorance. You know, a lot of people that are in here saying that what we're doing is wrong are just ignorant and don't understand the facts, and that's what we need to do. We need to just spread the facts. We need more people like Mason DeVert. And if you don't know who that is, look up Safer. It's SAFER in all caps on YouTube, and look up Mason DeVert. He's a genius. I mean, if he had the resources that Normal has, he could basically get this legalized. This is a big issue.
Absolutely.
So this is in your hands. Like I said, I'm gonna put some information up there. But anyway, been wanting to talk about this for a while, so I'm glad I got this out here. So just get me back with your replies. You know, show me back with your support. Tell me what you're doing. I like to follow you on this and help you out as much as possible. If you need some questions, ask me. You know, like I said, I'm put some great organizations, some good links to go to and get information and to help us win this war.
Because it is a war.
Completely is. Anyway, keep smoking. I'm out.